Welcome back. Myself Chitra Sharma, Assistant Professor with AISSMS College of Hotel Management and Catering Technology. The subject which I am covering today is hotel law, and the topic is sexual harassment at workplace. This presentation has been divided into two parts. So first I will be presenting with the part one. Before we go into the actual presentation, let us understand what is a harassment and how does sexual harassment actually works, how does it gives effect in the workplace. Harassment basically covers a wide range of behaviors of an offensive nature. It is commonly understood as a behavior that demeans, humiliates, or embarrasses a person, and it is characteristically identified by its unlikehood in terms of social and moral reasonables. Sexual harassment at workplace is considered as a violation of women's right to equality, life, and liberty. It creates an insecure and hostile work environment which discourages women's participation in the work, thereby adversely affecting their social and economic empowerment and the goal of inclusive growth. How this law came into enforcement? This law basically came into enforcement in in 1997. It was more prominent, which came into in a stricter action, but this law was already present in Indian Penal Code in 1860. The objective of this law is prevention, protection, and readdressal, but this law was enforced in the workplace in the sexual harassment of women at workplace in the Act 2013. This in 1997 there was a very famous case which was known as Vishakha versus the state of Rajasthan, where female employee objected a molestation of the co-employee, and the Gujar committee, which is supposed to be considered as the upper class committee in the Rajasthan, they gang raped that lady, which was fought in the High Court, and the case went against that lady. But the lady fought it again in the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court gave an order, and they brought a bill saying that sexual harassment and grievance cell has to be in every organization, irrespective of their size and number of employees. Now let us understand what is a workplace sexual harassment. Basically, workplace sexual harassment is a behavior that is unwelcome, which is sexual in nature, a subjective experience. It can impact, not intended, is what matters, often occurs in a matrix of power. Now, what we constitute as sexual harassment? Any physical contact or advances made, demanding or requesting for favors, showing pornography, sexually colored remarks. This all constitutes a sexual harassment. Now, before going further, let us understand also what is a workplace. A workplace is basically a place visited by the employee in the course of employment, including transportation, is constructed as workplace. This can include company guest house, hotel stay during official travel, client place, etc. And who all are covered in this? Any full-time employee, temporary workers, contract workers, even if they are ad hoc workers, daily wage employees, trainees, interns, housekeeping staff, security, client representative, vendor representative, and volunteers. Now let us see a few examples of sexual assault. What can be said as sexual assault? Staring at someone, leering, obscene gesture, howling, making kissing sounds, smacking lips, showing sexually obscene or suggestive signs, objects or pictures, indecent comments, dirty jokes, comments on woman's dress or body, using power position to request for favors or threats on loss of privilege or loss of jobs, touching, petting, caressing, kissing, brushing against one another's body, blocking, following, or cornering. These all are sexual advancement to receive. What is meant by unwelcome? Any conduct or behavior is unwelcome if the recipient does not consent to it, regards it as an offensive. Even if the victim does not complain, it doesn't necessarily imply that the conduct is welcome. Some comments or some advances are bland and crude and inherently offensive. This will almost always be deemed as unwelcome. Now let us understand little bit about the behavior. What is an unwelcome behavior? What is a welcome behavior? How does that feel? In unwelcome behavior, one always feels bad. It is, you will always feel one-sided. You will feel powerless, power-based, like somebody is dominating you. You will feel like you're unwanted. Something illegal is happening. Somebody is invading your space. Somebody is insulting you, demeaning you. It will cause anger and sadness. It will cause negative self-esteem. When it is a welcome behavior, you will always feel good. You will feel reciprocal. You will feel in control. You will feel equality. You will feel wanted. You will feel legal. You will feel open. You will be appreciative. You will be happy, and you will have a positive self-esteem. Now, sexual harassment can be categorized into basically in two groups, that is quid pro quo and hostile environment. What is a quid pro quo? Quid pro means is this is for that or something for something. An exchange of one thing for another. Quid pro quo sexual harassment takes place if the sexual favors are asked in exchange for any kind of special treatment on the job. An employee threatens an associate if he or she does not consent to sexual advances or favors. The act of asking may be either verbal or implied, and sexual conduct may be verbal or physical. In either case, it is an unwelcome behavior. Quid pro quo basically came from a Latin word. Hostile environment sexual harassment occurs when a speech or conduct of sexual nature takes place and is seen as offensive, basically which affects the performance of the recipient or associate. It can be intimidating or harassing conduct that is directed at an individual or a group of individuals takes place. Now let us see few examples of sexual harassment, whether it's a sexual harassment or not, and let us discuss how it can be. The first example is Arvind and Suguna are a part of a team at an organization. Suguna reports to Arvind. Arvind constantly tells Suguna that they should go out somewhere after the work hour, perhaps for a late night movie or dinner. Suguna is uncomfortable but smiles and she says she's busy most often. One day, Arvind tells Suguna that if she turns down his request again, her rating will go down in her monthly review. No, so what is this? Here, Arvind behavior is unwelcome. It's not a welcome behavior. Basically, he is putting a pressure on Suguna to go out with him, which is, yes, indirectly he is putting a pressure on Suguna. It's a sexual harassment. Now, the second case, Neha is a part of team that reports to Neeraj, who is in her college senior. Neha is very good at work and is assigned the most prestigious project in the company instead of Nirav, who is senior in the team and has lot of more experience than Neha. Nirav is very upset and believes that Neha has assigned the COVID covered project because they must be having a relationship. He jokes about this with other team members and slowly this spreads around the company. Again, here if you see on Nirav part, out of jealousy, he is spreading a false rumors against Neha, which is a way of demoralizing her, which will demotivate Neha. So it is an indirect way of sexual harassment. Reshma has just joined as a fresher and has been undergoing a training. One of the trainers was Rashid, who was handling the new project development. Reshma wanted to be part of his team and approached him. On seeing her enthusiasm and performance, Rashid ensured that she would be joining the Rashid team post the training. Reshma joined in Rashid's team. Rashid asked Reshma out for a dinner for a few times and she agreed willingly. Slowly, the workload increased, and once Rashid asked Reshma to out for a dinner, she refused. Rashid continued to keep calling her and sent multiple emails. This here you can say advantage has been taken by both Reshma and Rashid both. So you can say it here Rashid, you can't say Rashid has done any unwelcome behavior. He can be asking her on a very friendly manner also, which Reshma has took in other way, and Reshma has also approached Rashid to be in part of his team. Suman sends across pictures of some scantily clad woman to Joe. Joe requested Suman not to send him such obscene pictures in the future as he is not comfortable with the same. But Suman continued. Is it an example of a hostile environment sexual harassment? Yes, it is, because Suman after Joe's refusal also, after Joe's saying Suman also not to send him such picture, then also Suman has continued. So it is an example of hostile environment sexual harassment. Abhi was entering the elevator and Ashutosh came up from behind and tapped on her shoulder and told her she looked hot in red dress. Abhi felt uncomfortable and stared at Ashutosh and told him to keep his hands off and use discretion in his language. Ashutosh apologized and it's never happened again. Is Abhi being sexually harassed by Ashutosh here? No, because Ashutosh apologized for it and it never happened. Ashutosh was in a very friendly manner. He told that but when he understood Abhi didn't like it, he stopped it there itself. So it is not a sexual harassed case. Jayanti and Ram together as a trainees. After 1 year, Ram started asking Jayanti to go out of wind, which she refused. Ram sent a message that I love you, you are my life. Jayanti was shocked and was so frightened that she took 2 days off from the work. Ram sent another message, where are you? I miss you. Jayanti filed a harassment case against him. Ram cares for Jayanti and wants a relation with her. Is it a sexual harassment or not? It's an unwelcome behavior for Jayanti. Might be Ram might be having a very genuine affection towards her, but Jayanti is not comfortable with it. But Ram should understand, when Jayanti is not comfortable with it, he should have stopped it there itself. So it will be a very unwelcome behavior from Ram's side also. So we conclude saying that law makes sexual harassment as a legal wrong. Long-term aims and goal of harmony at both the work and society at large should be kept in mind. Legal recourse will build up confidence amongst the female employers to ensure a safe and supportive atmosphere, which will enhance the productivity. So there is a quiz link given in the description box which you can attempt. And if there is any doubt or query, you can contact me by my email ID, which is given in the first slide. Have a safe and happy learning. Take care.